Green with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. That's good. And a few things help with the Grizzlies in defense. They slow things down, and they, Clark, don't give up easy baskets.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked in their defensive prowess, pace of play. They're very judicious in how they play the game, and they've got a physical front line, so they put bodies on you. And when that happens, you get worn out when you play a team like that.
Now here's Gasol, following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Gasol gets to Conley, goes up to the stripe, no luck, and Indiana will come the other way. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, an up-and-down season for the Pacers in 2013-2014. Hot out of the gates, they faltered down the stretch amidst some finger-pointing and accusations of selfishness. The ball seemed to stick, and their offense bogged down. David West said at times we play a bad brand of basketball. Guys, we'll see if they can get back on track.
Their defense is top-notch, Doris. Offensively, that's where they have to improve. And that one is good.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Hill against Conley. Hill kicks to George. West setting the pick for George. The kick out to Hill. West inside. Guarded by Green. And the basket by West. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. Here's Koufos after David West's bucket. Releases. A nice shot by Koufos. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And Clark, going back to the Pacers offense, how do they make that improvement?
Well, you know, we saw it back in the finals, Kevin. Great passing is the key to outstanding offense, whether it's bringing in more playmaking or making it a focus. They've got to find a way to get the ball moving. And I really think it comes back to guys being willing to get rid of the ball quickly and know that it'll find them if they get open. They've got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark. You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? With his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Michael Conley. George double team to the left side wing. Hibbert with it. Gasol covering. Hill kicks to George. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The feed to Hill. Drills it from outside. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Well, Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft, but as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused and realizing his tremendous God-given ability.
Now here's Hibbert. And he can't bank that one in. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley against Hill. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Koufos.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Now, here is George. He's got 20. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Paul George, PG 24, has solidified himself as a quality shooter from long range, but I love the way he looks to attack the basket. Needs to do that more often and more efficiently. He uses his length and athleticism to get to the basket and to the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for David West. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Watson in for Hill. Now here's Lee. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And for Paul George last season, he says he's really worked on his isolation offense, attacking, Steve, from the elbow and the mid-post.
Yeah, I think he got a lot better there, Kevin, just kind of that triple threat jump shot or one dribble pull-up. But that's a double-edged sword, too. There were times last year where he was a bit of a ball stopper, so he's got to find that balance between ball movement and the ability to attack in an isolation situation.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Well, and that usually leads to a win. I mean, this is just very efficient offense that we're seeing today.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Mahimi uses both hands to slam it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down.
The third. And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Udrich out there with Lee. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward. Watson with it. In low to scope. And again, it's Indiana. Here's Udrich. Carter outside. Good looking screen by Gasol. Carter, the pass to Gasol. Kicks it to Udrich. 5 to shoot. Carter for 3. It's hauled in by Watson. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahimi. West comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Hill in for C.J. Watson. Green is checked in for the Grizzlies. Conley now comes in for Beno Udrich.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to this lead, and this has been a clinic, Clark.
Conley against Hill. West dishes to Hill. Shoots the 3. That's good for Miles on the assist by Hill. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Indiana?
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. The Grizzlies also making a change. Allen's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Pass to Randall. To end the run. Good.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Stuckey outside. West is screen on Allen. It's tipped. West against Randall. It's West with the drive. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. West has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Randall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in. George double teamed. It's back to Hill. No one near him. Conley grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. West has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Hill. Hibbert inside. He's against Randolph. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against. Roy Hibbert really an all-around contributor at the center position. An elite rim protector. He can pass, post up, and even knock a shot down from the high post. He really does a lot of things to help you win.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-5 run. Hill kicks to Hibbert. He dishes it to Hill. Indiana moving it around. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Oh, look out. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
Conley kicks to Green. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Indiana. West has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Hill passes to George.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing, new mission, new owners. I think that process will continue. Hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract new fans.
From deep, Green, and he gets it to go.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Pacers.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series. And that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Grizzlies.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Paul George. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for West. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Donald Sloan. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Here's Hudrick. He feeds it to Carter. Courtney Lee is on the wing. 5 on the clock. Pass to Udrich. Puts it up. The putback. A follow-up flush.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir. Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They put on a show.